It's finally come to this, the remaining episode of Tequila and Bonetti, and it's taken about 10 years to review all of them. Why did it take so long? Oh, because I didn't want it to end, of course. Also, I get very easily distracted. Sometimes. Reviewing all the Tequila and Bonettis, 10 years. Spotlighting each movie from 1984 in a 4-hour video, I'll have that for you in a couple months. And this episode, titled Mama, is quite an episode to go out on. Charles Rocket bangs Bonetti's mom, who is then stalked by her ex, the manager with the busty waitresses from Seinfeld. This episode holds a special place in my heart, because it was the first one I saw any clips of. For a while, the only Tequila and Bonetti video you could find on YouTube was this particular scene in the station.
Thought you might want to talk.
But what? Oh, it looks like teeth pulling time.
I knew right then and there I had to see more. Where is this clip going?
Ciao. Ciao.
Yeah, ciao. Hey, man, why you gonna close the door in my face? Man, that was cold.
That's a look that says you will buy all of these episodes on bootleg. This episode comes from director Bob Holm, who only directed this and a few episodes of Quantum Leap. And every great biography should read, known for Quantum Leap and Tequila and Bonetti. This is gonna be a wild production.
I want this place cleaned up!
I see they're already cleaning out the set. There's a domestic dispute going on here, but they're putting a big emphasis on the guy's name being Big Eddie. Something tells me that's gonna be part of the joke, especially when Bonetti is very confident he can kick Big Eddie's ass.
How about if you come out here and I kick your butt?
What?
With my eyes closed and one hand tied behind my back.
Wait a minute, his name isn't Big Eddie at all. That's Von Carr from Willow. Also, we have our final tequila joke before dark opening credits. Oh, how I'll miss these.
Big Eddie?
Gotcha.
The memory of the dead kid drifting off into shenanigans will never fade away. Tequila and Bonetti, you were just too pure for this world. And they ain't done with the short jokes yet.
You shut up. You're starting to sound like a broken record already.
Hey, Bonetti.
What?
Can I borrow a few bucks till Friday? I'm, a little short.
You are above this, Tequila and Bonetti. Think of something more clever.
That's what your wife said.
What's that supposed to mean?
What a maroon.
Perfect. That's why I'm here. Of course, Terry Funk and Phil Fondacara are buddies, but that isn't what's making Captain Knight upset. Knight is mad because his recent relationship has ended. He can't even smile at the tequila jokes.
Haven't you ever seen anybody with a broken heart?
Yeah, me, the day I found out Lassie was a guy.
Exactly how many times did Tequila lick his own crotch while watching Lassie? Bummer that this is the last one. They're really amping up the sexual chemistry with Bonetti and Garcia here. The only way they can get their work done is to make sure Captain Knight gets so laid. Already you can tell this is a Thanks Tequila episode.
I'm not alone. I have Teresa.
Yeah, well, I got tequila, but he ain't gonna keep me warm at night, huh?
You got that right.
Those are the episodes where Tequila doesn't factor much into the plot, so his dialogue is a bit more randomly inserted in, even more so than usual.
Ooh, give it up, B. The girl shot more holes in your game than a piece of government cheese.
Thanks, Tequila. Also, it's obvious that after the pilot, the episodes were aired in a very random order. For instance, this one is directly referencing the events from A Perfect Match, the episode that had the same plot as Sea of Love, where Captain Knight fell in love while looking for a female serial killer who used a dating service. This one is picking up directly after the events of that one. That's nothing that instantly falling for Bonetti's mom won't solve. It has to be Bonetti's mom. Listen to the music. I wonder if she's also Italian. Go for it, man. That's Carol Lawrence. She originated the role of Maria on Broadway in West Side Story. And this totally has the same lines.
Call me Rose.
Rose.
I'm not surprised. Is it me, or did Cap just hit on your mama?
My favorite Sondheim lyric. Maybe it's because this was the first clip I saw, but it still has one of my favorite Tequila reacts and looks at the camera moments. Hell yeah, I'm gonna show this clip again.
Yeah, Chow. Hey, man, why you gonna close the door in my face? Man, that was cold.
Totally worth using this to introduce the show to my audience, back in the Suspiria episode of all things. Anyway, Ma, we'll head back to my place. You can sleep on the floor out here with the dog. I love that whether it's the main cast like Scalia or a guest appearance like Carol Lawrence, no one ever sleepwalks in this. Like this scene where they tearfully remember his late father.
You really miss him, don't you?
All the time.
He must have been a hell of a guy.
Okay, maybe the dog lines are a bit on autopilot here. Thanks, Tequila. Bonetti is in heaven with his mom visiting. Here, son, a whole lasagna every single evening. He finds out it didn't quite work out with her recent boyfriend Stefano, who worked at a fish market. We'll get to her stalker later. First, Bonetti and Garcia.
Are you seeing anybody?
Nobody special.
Garcia, she seems like a nice girl.
Ma, please, that would be a season 3 plotline. I wasn't kidding about her stalker working at a fish market. He's also known as the fish guy. And you know how we know that he's lurking around? Because there's always cats roaming around on account of him always smelling like fish. Let's take a break. The cats are gonna be lurking through his luggage again.
Stick around. Tequila and I will be right back.
We're back, and Bonetti has some reservations about Captain Knight banging his mom.
You're just scared to death that somebody like Captain Midnight might end up being your new father.
Shit, now I wish that'd be a whole season 2 arc of Charles Rocket settling in as Bonetti's new dad. Guess Tequila has the day off because he's still at home. He needs to be there so he can smell the fish guy, who appears and disappears like a slasher villain. I also love that we're going out on a Charles Rocket episode. We need more retrospectives showing how great and versatile this guy was. When it came to comedy, he could do villain like Dumb and Dumber, he could do action comedy like Cannon's Down Twisted, and he could be in a movie like It's Pat, a movie known for being notoriously bad, and still sink his teeth in it and be so hilarious and committed. His scenes alone are like a diamond in a sea of shit that actually makes it worth watching. Even here, he's a fully realized character, with Knight being a lovesick, struggling screenwriter stuck with running a police station, and he's very charismatic and charming on top of that. That pairs great with Bonetti's mom Rose out-intensing Bonetti.
The only bad idea was to think a son might want to see his mother enjoy her life.
Jesus, Ma, I'm supposed to be the scary one. And this isn't the time to end the series on more questions.
They're gone. Let's go.
You made a promise.
All right. I had my fingers crossed, okay?
Okay, seriously, did he just understand him there? I hope so they can do a routine when spying on Knight and Rose's date.
I can't believe we're doing this.
I can't believe they put pine nuts on pasta.
I can't believe they let me in here.
What are they, like 5 feet from the other table? How the hell do they not see Bonetti, Garcia, and a dog in the restaurant? And with the waiter macking on Bonetti.
Has anyone ever told you you have gorgeous eyes?
Go see that man's talking to you.
I don't think so.
Don't look at me, stud muffin.
Oh, come on, he's not gay. He hasn't mentioned Charles Nelson Riley yet.
And I'll be back before you can say Charles Nelson Riley.
Okay, but he still hasn't asked Bonetti's mom to autograph his West Side Story album. Again, we need Tequila here so he can smell the fishy guy again, which is interrupting the waiter's shtick.
Oh my God, you made the messy. Here, let me take.
Touch me.
Aren't we, Mr. Cranky Pants?
Okay, was this the writers being like, oh, we don't have Bronson Pinchot, but we can still get Surge in there? That distracted him enough to where, oh no, Rose and Knight are gone. Did they spot Bonetti? It's an 80s comedy now, where Bonetti has to race home before his mom gets there to pretend he was asleep the whole time. Whew, glad she didn't see him.
You might want to soak those pans. Red wine can be very tough to get out.
Damn, she did see me at the restaurant having a loud altercation with the waiter. It's getting very serious here.
Now look what you did. I hope this doesn't mean she's not cooking anymore.
I mean, the dramatic music is at least telling me it's supposed to be serious. Though not as dramatic as the usual piano solo, with it being an episode revolving around romance, might as well cut back to the one where Bonetti hooked up with his ex-wife, went all Lady and the Tramp with Garcia, and oh wait, what's this flashback all about? Probably not important. Just like my ever-growing questions.
I hope this ain't a bad time, brother, but are you gonna eat that sausage?
Yeah, you eat the sausage.
Thank you.
With this being the last episode, I'll just pretend that he figured out the dog can talk, and he's okay with it. It's another serious moment where he talks about it being hard seeing her with anyone else but his dad, and it continues to be believable that they're mother and son. But really, Ma, it's still weird you're going with my boss. Now it goes from being dramatically serious to thriller serious.
I saw your friend the other night. Mr. Fish. What's his name? The fish guy.
Stefano.
Yeah.
Stefano is here?
Yeah, I saw him at the bar the other night.
Yes, she's hiding out in California because of her stalker, which is kind of like another movie.
It was like that movie where the woman boiled the rabbit, you know.
Did he threaten you?
No.
Also, Fatal Attraction, Ma. That's the movie you were thinking of. We can reference TV, too.
Maybe. He's here on business.
Yeah, maybe I'm Judge Wapner.
Timeless. Now Bonetti is cool with them dating, so he can catch Stefano red-handed. It ain't enough that Stefano is stalking Bonetti's mom. His file says he's had some issues with the ex-wives.
He's been divorced. What, it's not against the law to get divorced?
Widowed, not divorced. Look.
Both wives died mysteriously after a brief separation.
The issues being that he's a serial killer. I really am rooting for this relationship. It's hard not to. They're on a date to a Three Stooges marathon, where I could watch Charles Rocket talk Stooges for way longer. No time for that. It has to also be Cape Fear now.
Stefano,
Hello, Rose.
what are you doing here?
I know you.
Ah, crap. Actor Al Ruscio is always getting in trouble when he doesn't have Stoney Cooper there to watch over him. We only got 10 minutes of the episode left. Gotta skip right ahead to Stefano taking them hostage at gunpoint. We'll be right back. I too wouldn't mind going to a Stooges marathon.
And it's a manimal rescue when Jonathan enters a high-flying race to save Brooke's life. Beginning at 8, 7 Central and Mountain on NBC.
Be there.
We're back, but wait a minute. Does the dog have a ticket?
Where the hell you think you going?
Where's it look like I'm going?
Not with that dog and not without a ticket.
Look, Jean-Paul, I've already referenced a Seinfeld actor. We gotta find Bonetti's mom. I really dig how the episodes build from a basic plot. Some writers would jot down hero's mom stalked by ex-lover and be done with it. But this says no, this is a talking dog show. She needs to hook up with the police captain. Also, the stalker smells like fish and he attracts cats. And let's have a giant football player get in a fight with Bonetti, who he defeats with Stooges moves, while Tequila is busy eating popcorn from a couple making out. And don't even get me started on the usher.
I want to talk to you.
Hey, man, I swear the girl told me she was 18.
Oh, no, not about her.
Wait, what? Okay, we'll deal with that some other time. Stefano will be easy to find. Since he's a fish guy, he takes them directly to a fish market. Sure. I'm telling you, the captain is a catch. He takes a shot in the arm for her. Now it's up to Bonetti to come in and give this guy a good talking to make sure he never comes back to this town again.
No, but you!
Yeah, by putting 5 bullets in the man. Oh, so that's what that flashback was about earlier, to an event that hadn't even happened yet. It got to the point in the series where the flashbacks were even put in the wrong episodes. So anyway, that was a fun visit. We got Stefano's body in the fish market freezer. We're just gonna keep him in there until someone claims him. Now let's have the show go out in style.
Thanks, Ma.
Underwhelming final scene, but it is impossible to top the ending from Runt of the Litter. My official pick for the greatest tequila moment.
What's up, everybody? How's it hanging, brother Jake? My man, you looking good, brother. Just thought I'd come up and check you, just see how you was doing and everything.
That would have been a way to end the series, or was it the end of the series? So Tequila and Bonetti ran for 12 glorious episodes in 1992, and while you may be saying, someone should have rebooted this, they actually did do that. In the year 2000, the show was brought back to Italian television, in which Bonetti, still played by Jack Scalia, moves to Rome where he is partnered with another talking dog named Tequila. This ended up running for 22 episodes, but I've yet to find any English dubs of it, and am curious about the show. Though my being a Tequila and Bonetti purist, I can't help but be disappointed that this is not a French Mastiff, and it doesn't have Brad Sanders doing the tequila voice. And I guess it never worked out between Bonetti and Garcia. That's why I myself had to give the show closure in the Tequila and Bonetti episode of Lloyd the Animated Series. I hope you enjoyed my run-through of Tequila and Bonetti, even if it did take longer than I thought. But since the time I started, all episodes of the show are also on YouTube in case you yourself want to have an awesome Tequila and Bonetti marathon. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to think of another show to do episodic reviews of like this, and hopefully it won't take as long this time.
You're sorry. I'm the one with terminal fleas.